So I have started recording and sharing the screen. Okay. So now the third type of control statements are what? Jump statements. So jump statements are move the control from one place in the program to another place in place of the program. So in simple terms, we can define jump statements are used these are used to move control from one place of program to other place. Other place. So other place means how it will go. So what are the jump statements that we have? We can say we have jumping statements like break. We have already, which we have seen. Break we have seen, right? Where did we see this break? Where we have seen the break? Yes. Already switch case. Very good. In switch case we have seen it. So next continue, and then even we can say return also a jumping control statements. And of course we have another type of jumping control statement like go to in other programming languages, but here it does not support. Go to does not support in Java. The go to keyword is there as the reserved word, but it is not supported here. Why? Go to leads to lots of confusion and inappropriate program execution. That's why we need to it's not recommended to use go to. So Java has not given support for go to statements or go to jumping statements. Okay, so these three we see. And of course break already we have seen. In switch case we have seen, right? And of course this break not only with the switch case, even you can use with for loop and while loop also, to terminate the break in between, to terminate the loop in between, or to break the loop in between. You can use break keyword. And continue also you can use in the loops to continue execution of the loop by skipping the present iteration. So right, these two we see now. So how do we use the break keyword? Break keyword we can say break statement or break keyword we use. It is used to break the present flow of a loop or block of statements. That could be switch block or a switch case block or a for loop or while loop block, for loop block, anything can be breaked and skipped, take to next iteration or come out from the switch case block. Like that it will be using. So the syntax simply anywhere simple syntax it is. So what is that? Already we have seen also The syntax is very simple, right? There might be any number of statements that could be inside a switch case block or for block or while block, anything. So after that, simply write break. And after break, there might be any statements, but these will not be executed. See how the control flow goes from the top to bottom, right? First, this execution will be executed. Next, this execution will be executed. Next, this execution will execute. So when this statement is getting executed, it skips the execution of these remaining statements which are presented under break. Okay. So now let's write a simple examples to demonstrate how the break will work. Let's write class break demo, break keyword demo. So whenever you are writing the class, just write the class and open and close the parenthesis there itself, and then copy the class name, save the class and make it as all types, save it as .java file. Now public static void main string args, open and close. Now here what I can do, let's write some simple statement. For int I equals to 0, I is less than 5, I plus plus. System.out.println I, then what I do, if I is equals to n, then break. Means at max it is printing 5 times. 0 to less than 5 means 0 to 4 it will print. Okay, let's take as regular. I is equals to 1, I is less than or equals to 5. 1 to 5 it is printing, but here if I give int n input as 3, now what happens, even though it is going for 5 times, it will whenever n becomes I becomes equal to n, that means I is equals to 3, then it will stop the process. It should stop the process. So that one we are doing. So save it and observe the behavior. So where do we have, open the open container folder in CMD. Yeah, make while you are watching this sessions, make Teams into full screen mode so that you can see in bigger and you can understand what I'm typing, guys. So now
Sorry, container mode cut, sir.
Container.
Global.
కమాండ్ ప్రాంప్ట్. సో ఎలా ఇక్కడ మన ప్రోగ్రామ్ ఉంది కదా, ఆ ప్రోగ్రామ్ పైన రైట్ క్లిక్ చేయండి నోట్ ప్యాడ్ లో. ఇది నోట్ ప్యాడ్ లో ఆప్షన్, సారీ నోట్ ప్యాడ్ ప్లస్ ప్లస్ లో, నోట్ ప్యాడ్ లో రాదు. నోట్ ప్యాడ్ లో అయితే మామూలుగా మనం మన ఫోల్డర్ ఎక్కడ ఉంది అక్కడికి వెళ్ళాలి. సో ఇది నోట్ ప్యాడ్ ప్లస్ ప్లస్ లో మనకు రైట్ క్లిక్ ఇస్తే ట్యాబ్ పైన మనకి ఇక్కడ ఆప్షన్ ఇస్తుంది, ఓపెన్ కంటైనింగ్ ఫోల్డర్ ఇన్ ఎక్స్ప్లోరర్ ఆర్ ఓపెన్ కంటైనింగ్ ఫోల్డర్ ఇన్ సిఎండి. ఓకే, అంటే కమాండ్ ప్రాంప్ట్ ఓపెన్ అవుతుంది. కంపైలింగ్ అంటే మనం రెగ్యులర్ ప్రాసెసే, జస్ట్ షార్ట్ కట్ అన్నమాట అక్కడికి రీచ్ అవడానికి కమాండ్ ప్రాంప్ట్. సో నౌ వాట్ వి నీడ్ టు డూ, సెట్ path equals to where we need to set the path. Yeah, quickly tell me.
In Java.
C colon program files Java JDK bin and semicolon dot semicolon. Current path also we wanted to append. Now run the Java program, compile the Java program. How to compile? Already we are inside the folder, so we don't require to do cd command, right? If at all we are opening manually, then we need to do cd command also, change directory and to this our working folder. But now we don't require to do that. Now what we can do, Java break demo, sorry, Java C. Very good. It is not Java, it is Java C. Break demo. Now what else we need to do? Java
break demo.
Break demo. Very good. So 1 2 3, see, after printing 3, when it is getting equal to n, I value is equal to n, it is breaking the loop, coming out of the loop. See, if I don't write this, if I don't write this, let us say comment, let us comment this. If I comment it, now what happens? As regular, it prints 5 numbers, 1 2 3 4 5. But in between the loop, I wanted to break. So for that, what I have done, I am putting some condition. Of course, without condition also I can put. Then what happens? If I put like this, what happens?
Printed only 5 numbers. Print 5 numbers, 1 to 5.
Okay, any other answer?
And after that is break.
Okay. Why do you think so?
Because we have given the condition, there was no condition after that. We have given a break condition.
Yeah. Any other answer? Yeah, Purnima, Raghu, Shishir. What would be the output here?
Break తర్వాత ఏ కండిషన్ చూపిస్తాను.
సో ఏమవచ్చు
అంటే ఇక్కడ కండిషన్ అప్లై అయిపోయాక బ్రేక్ అవుతుంది.
ఇప్పుడు కండిషన్ తీసేసాం కదా, కండిషన్ తీసేసి కూడా రాయొచ్చు మనం. అప్పుడు ఏమవుతుంది, ఇప్పుడు కండిషన్ పెడితే ఓకే n = 3 అయినప్పుడు బ్రేక్ చేస్తుంది, లూప్ ని బయటకు వచ్చేస్తుంది. ఇప్పుడు yeah, it is you are thinking too much, guys. There is nothing. See, after printing first iteration I = 1, next statement is the what? Break. So after printing 1, it will come out, that's it. Only 1 it will print. Right. 1 to 5 it does not print.
Yeah.
Why? Because there is no condition. So directly it will print. So if you put any condition here, inside the condition we kept a break. So until this condition becomes false, it does not come into this block, right? So it is not breaking, but for first and second and third iterations, three numbers it will be printed. When after printing I equal to 3, now checking I equal to n or not. I equal to n means 3, right? So 3, the condition is becoming a true here, then only it is coming inside. If I give I as 6 or 5, anything, now I equals to 6, if I give, what happens?
Print up to 5.
Yes, very good. Up to 5, and of course all complete 5. Why? Because our iterations are repeating here till 5 only. 5 only. So it never comes into this if condition. Okay. So this is the behavior of break keyword. This is the behavior of break statement. Is it clear, guys? So now you can take help of break keyword in your loops programs also, if you want to use in your exercises. So whenever you get free time, I think this weekend is a long weekend, right? Tomorrow anyhow I also won't take session tomorrow. So try to do all the exercises tomorrow, day after tomorrow, and day after tomorrow, Sunday. And I'll see if possible on Saturday or Sunday I'll plan for one a revision session kind of thing, so only question and answers. Okay, guys. I'll update if I have my time is available on Saturday and Sunday. I'll ping you in the group. Okay, WhatsApp group. Yeah, Purnima, Shishir.
Yes.
Yeah, Saturday or Sunday I'm planning for some QA session, revision and QA session. Okay, you prepare, and we'll check, we'll just cross check so that you can understand where you are standing, and you can plan accordingly. Okay, guys, it's not exam, don't worry. I'm not going to give any grades and all, just for your self assessment and self cross checking. Okay, don't be offended. Now you understood break, right? Yeah, okay, fine. Now other control statement is continue. Continue. It is used to skip the execution of later statements or remaining statements in the loop block, and proceed with next iteration. Proceed with next iteration. So what it will do, continue, if you write continue, it will be proceeding with next statements presented after continue keyword it doesn't execute statements presented after a continuous statement, and repeat with next iteration in the loop, next iteration in the loop. So here syntax you can write like, you can have statements like this, continue, and you can have statements. And now let's write a simple demo application, demo program. Class continue demo. So save this, copy the class name, save the class name, then class with .java with the same name. Don't type, just as soon as you are writing the class name, copy that class and save it. It is a good practice. Avoid some errors. Yesterday we have faced some confusions and errors, right, while compiling the program. Why? Because of this typing manually. Now public static void main args. Now here what I want to do, I wanted to print only, I wanted to print only the even numbers. I wanted to print only the even numbers, and the odd numbers I want to skip from the printing, So what I will do, I can write for loop like this, for int I equals to 1, I is less than or equals to 10, I plus plus and here, yeah, very good. If
I percentage to double equal to 0.
I is I percentage
2. Double equal to
what I wanted to print, I want to print what? Only
given number is even.
So what is the condition we should write? If it is an odd number, we should not print, right? So I is not equal to 0 condition. Okay. In that case, continue. Otherwise, proceed with further statements. What is that? System.out.println. Here, I am printing. Okay. Simple statements, simple examples I am giving, guys. Don't think for all this logic and all. That can be anything. But how the behavior of this continue, or how the behavior of break, that you focus and try to understand and remember. The logic can be right or wrong, that's not a matter, but how much you are remembering from the language syntax, that matters here. Java C, continue. Oh, where did I save it? I think I haven't saved in correct folder. save as. Yeah, inside notes I have saved it. I have saved the file inside notes, so that's why it is not identified. Continue demo dot Java. Now Java continue demo. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Right. So here what is happening whenever I mod 2 is not equal to 0. See, if I equal to 1, then 1 mod 2 is what? 2 zeros 0, remainder is 1. So 1 is not equal to 0. So continue. Continue means what? It does not execute remaining part in the for block. Eh, After if we have some statements, right? This will be ignored and continue with next iteration. I will be incremented and 2 is less than or equal to 10. The condition is true. Get inside. 2 mod 2 is what? 2 mod 2 is 0, right? So it is equal to 0. So condition is failing. So it does not go into if condition block. Rather, it will execute this statement. In this way, the flow goes. Is it clear, guys? How continue is working? Continue ignores the remaining statements once the continue keyword is executed in the program. Break, the difference between break and continue. Break will completely brings out the control from a block. Once break keyword encountered, then what it is doing? Completely, it is breaking entire loop. That might be while loop or for loop, anything. But continue,
Condition.
no, only that particular iteration. In the for loop, totally 10 iterations are there. In 10 iterations, whenever continue encounters, only that particular iteration will be skipped. And remaining statements in that block will be skipped from that iteration. Next iteration, again, it will come inside. But in case of break, it is whenever it is encountering that break statement, and of course after break also you may be having some statements, not a problem, but it will completely break all iterations of this for loop, all iterations of the for loop. So in this way, the break and continue work. Is it clear, guys? How break and continue are working?
Yes, sir.
Guys, is it clear? Yeah, fine. So now this continue and break, you can use if you want, you can use this continue and break in your exercise programs also based on your requirement. You just think. And I'm not going much more exercises on this. Try to use them. Next control statements are what? Next jumping control statement is see return, right? So return statement is used. It is used to bring out the control from a method block completely. Completely along with a value. Return statement gets the control out from the method block completely along with a value. And of course, sometimes without a value also it can come, but in general, maximum cases we'll be writing the return statement along with a value. But whereas break and continue, they are simply writing like this. But return statement syntax goes like this. Not only keyword, along with the keyword, some value also will be there in return statements. So how it would be, there would be some statements, and where usually we do write these statements inside a method block without that's why we are specifying a method. So without method we cannot write inside a class, we cannot write. Actually we should write inside a method. Method is nothing but function, like a public static void main, something we are writing, right? So this is inside a method block. Usually it will be a last statement in the method, but if you want in the middle also you can write conditionally. You can write return some value like this. We write this value. Sometimes we can write like this, or even you can write simply return like this also you can write, but this will be very rare case we write. But you can remember this one, return along with some value. Return makes the method is completed. Return makes the method execution is complete and returns some value to the users of the method. So who is calling from wherever we are calling the method to that point, it gives this value. You might be, methods are reusable components, reusable program snippets, which we can write in one place and we can use in several places. And wherever you are using this method, it will give you this value. Whatever value you are returning here along with the return, that will come. So in this it will go. And as of now, I'm not going to give any example on return statement when we are writing our OOPS concepts programs using classes, objects, and methods. Then we'll be seeing this return statement in detail. And until that, you just remember this return statement, what it does. Okay, guys, is it clear? So, yeah, this is about control statements. And next, what some naming conventions we need to remember. Yesterday I observed, so of course I missed it. I should have given it in the beginning itself. But I thought you will be following exactly what I am writing, but you are going as your own way. So I'm thinking that I should give this also to you, naming conventions. Naming conventions or naming standards. So when we are naming the program components in our programs, we should follow certain rules. So what are that? class names should be always singular nouns. Should be always singular nouns. Next, you can give any name, but it should be a noun. And even you can give verb also, like run, go, do the job. Anything you can give for class name, but always what is the standard? It should be a noun, and how the noun should be singular noun, not the plural noun. Plural also, plural also you can give. Next, another rule is yeah, sorry guys. So another one is first letter of each word in class must be in uppercase or uppercase letter. So, and of course, that means what example, how we can write person, employee, book, student, country, like this. Or other examples we have, right? Like if we have multiple words, then mock ATM or demo program, like this. If multiple words are there, then we'll need to write this, write like this. Every letter, every word first letter should be in capital, like this we need to write always, not with the lowercase letters. Lowercase also, the small letters also it takes, but what is preferred and what is the coding standard, we should write like this. Okay. Next, for variables, variable names. Variable names can be singular or plural, and this will be like attributes. So variable names should be attributes of some objects, like if it is person, person attributes would be what, like a name, age, gender, right, address. So like this. And always variables also can have multiple words, but how it should be, first letter of first word or first word, all letters in lowercase, and second word onwards, first letter of each word or every word should be in uppercase. So example, how we can give, like student marks or age, like this, all lowercase letters. If it is having multiple words, then it should write like this: student, first word should be all lowercase, but first letter of second word onwards should be capital. This is what we call as camel casing. First letter of every word in uppercase means, that's what we call as camel casing. Even you can say percent of marks. So here percentage of marks means, here percentage all in lowercase, but O is in uppercase, M is in uppercase. Like this we can write. And next rules are method names. Method names always should be always verbs. Should be always verbs. Method names should be verbs.
Ah, smart. Super.
So next, other rules are what? Same. How we are writing, like letters, how it should be: first word, all letters should be in lowercase, and second word onwards, every first letter, every word first letter should be in uppercase. Like this we need to write. And the same rules just like variables. And example, how we can write, like print line, like this, some verb, right? Like this we should calculate percentage of marks, or calculate tax. Like this we can write the method names. So in this way we should write the class names, variable names, and method names. So it should be remembered. You should remember, guys, all this. And of course, two more constructs also there, that are also like interface names. Interface names. So what are interfaces we will be learning later, but as of now you just remember, same as class name conventions. Class name conventions. And the next, package names. Package names, all letters in lowercase, no uppercase. No uppercase letters in package names. So what are interfaces, what are packages, we'll be discussing later. But till then, you just remember. And of course, all this you need to remember when you are writing the code. All this you need to consider. Is it clear, guys? These are the basic conventions and the standards. When we are working, we should use these conventions to make our code cleaner and easy to understand for everyone. Is it clear, guys? Oh, avi general rules, underscores and dollar you can use, and of course numbers also you can use, and special characters you cannot use, like a dot, hash, this not, negation, star, అలాంటివి వాడలేరు. స్పెషల్ క్యారెక్టర్స్ నుంచి ఓన్లీ హ్యాష్, అండర్ స్కోర్ యూ కెన్ యూస్. అండ్ బట్ ట్రై టు అవాయిడ్ స్పెషల్ క్యారెక్టర్స్ ఆల్ ద టైమ్స్. నేను స్పెషల్ క్యారెక్టర్స్ గురించి ఎందుకు చెప్పట్లేదంటే, అవి చెప్పాను అనుకోండి మీరు వాడడానికి ట్రై చేస్తారని చెప్పి దాన్ని చేశాను అనమాట. ఎలాగో టుమారో వెన్ యు ఆర్ రైటింగ్ ద ప్రోగ్రామ్స్ ఆబ్వియస్లీ యూ కెన్ అండర్స్టాండ్, బట్ దట్ ఈస్ నాట్ రికమెండెడ్ టు యూజ్ అనమాట. ఈవెన్ మల్టిపుల్ వర్డ్స్ ఉంటే జనరల్ గా ఏం చేస్తారు, హైఫన్ లేదా అండర్ స్కోర్ ఇలా పెట్టడానికి ట్రై చేస్తారు. అఫ్ కోర్స్ యూ కెన్ యూజ్, but it's not a recommended standard. Simply print line like this we need to write. Okay, like even if you observe, like to string, to uppercase, like this only, without any separators, continuously as a single word we need to write, but the first letter of each word should be in capital letter, like this we need to write. Okay guys, so this is about control statements. So tomorrow we'll start with the oops concept. So tomorrow means in next session. Tomorrow anyhow we won't have session, and on Saturday or Sunday I will check and I will update you. We'll be having one Q&A session, and so we'll discuss and we try to assess ourselves where we are standing so that we can plan. Okay guys, don't miss that, don't skip that session.
Use this chapter.
Okay, yeah, Saturday or Sunday I will update before it. Don't worry, yeah? I don't say suddenly, before day I will inform. Tomorrow or day after tomorrow I will inform. Okay, right. Okay guys, bye bye.
Bye.
Yeah, bye. Have a nice day. Yeah, good night, Shishu. Take this laptop. No, take this.
ఓకే టిక్ 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 నాకు మీటింగ్ ఉండి యూట్యూబ్ ఛానల్ రికార్డ్ చేసి